What is so-called Lewis's law? It's an observation made by an English journalist named Helen Lewis, deputy editor of the New Statesman. The eponymous law is: comments on any article about feminism justify feminism. This was put out on Twitter a few years ago. I've seen it being repeated by self-proclaimed feminists all over the internet for quite some time. I challenge the so-called wisdom of this eponymous law. Any article about feminism. So say, hypothetically, I'm a fervent anti-feminist, self-identifying as a male rights advocate. I write an article about the shortcomings of modern or third-wave feminism. I'm critical of certain men and women who perhaps many regard as leaders or spokespersons for feminism. And some people come and comment on the article. Some are complimentary, others not so much. Some folks make reasonable criticisms of what I wrote. Some make ad hominem attacks in a seemingly hysterical way, very distasteful. Comments regarding feminism from individuals, well-informed or not, on point or ridiculous, are simply viewpoints. They're viewpoints. A comment cannot in and of itself justify an ism or a movement for social justice. Take another ism, socialism. If I go onto some socialist's blog and say something less than flattering about Karl Marx, whether my comments are on point or whether I say something dumb, it's just a comment. It doesn't justify in itself an economic system or a political philosophy. I myself happen to be a liberal and a world federalist and a secular humanist. I like to think of myself as progressive. I read articles on a regular basis about things I self-identify as many people do, I'm sure. I read derogatory comments about liberalism and secular humanism quite frequently. Negative feedback doesn't legitimize or justify the belief systems or the practices based on the belief systems. I like to think of my beliefs as right and reasonable, but I understand that there are many worldviews out there. Yeah. I see a comment saying liberals are pussy faggots or liberalism is a disease. When I see that, I don't immediately jump out of my seat and go, aha! This proves the righteousness of my positions. This justifies liberalism. In fact, any article about liberalism justifies liberalism. That is the only logical conclusion. It's a law. Yeah. Where is Helen Lewis coming from here? Helen Lewis and the feminists who agree with her observation. Say a feminist writes a decent article about feminism, and the comments section gets flooded by people calling themselves MRAs or MGTOWs or pickup artists, whatever. And these commenters go to town, so to speak, leaving misogynistic, sexist comments, maybe some rape and death threats, as well as the common fare trolling stuff, you know, deliberate attempts to get a rise, deliberate attempts to wind people up. That's just how some individuals get their jollies online. Nothing better to do, perhaps. No amount of stupid, childish online trolling and tomfoolery is in itself justifying feminism or any other ism, any other movement. Yeah. Need I say more? I don't think so. Feel free to disagree and go to work in the comments section if you want to. Tell me I'm missing the point. Tell me my reasoning is flawed. I will take the time to read what you have to say. And on that note, I bid you all a pleasant day. Peace.